Hello and welcome back to Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast. I'm, as ever, Benjamin Windibank. Now we're back after our summer break following Eurovision 2024 for the beginning of our Eurovision 2025 season, which of course commences today on the 30th of August with the announcement that Basel will be hosting the Eurovision Song Contest 2025 on the 13th, 15th and 17th of May 2025. So let's dive into all that news.
I hope this contest can live up to its promise and continue to stand for peace and dignity for every person in the world.
This is Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast.
So as you might be aware, over the past few months, the Swiss broadcaster SRG SSR has been conducting, as usual, the host broadcaster for the Eurovision Song Contest, a host city race. And we've had plenty of contenders. Basel, of course, our winner. Bern with Biel as a joint hosting, Geneva, St. Gallen and Zurich. Basel and Geneva were the final two, which we've known about for about a month as we've been seeing which one would get it. Basel is the first city in the German-speaking part of Switzerland to host the Eurovision Song Contest after Lausanne in the French-speaking part and Lugano in the Italian part. And considering the German-speaking part makes up 2/3 of Switzerland, this is quite remarkable that it's only in 2024 that this has happened for the very first time. We also got the confirmation of the dates of Eurovision 2025, which will be on the 13th, 15th and 17th of May, with the last three contests all taking place on the second week of May. This will be the first contest since 2019 to take place on the third week of May, giving organisers an extra week of preparation. Two venues bid to host Eurovision 2025 in Basel, with the victor being the St. Jakobshalle. Opened in 1976, the venue is unusually quite an old venue for the contest, especially compared to many of the recent contests being hosted in much more modern arenas, although the need to reinforce the roof of the Scandinavium ended Gothenburg's hopes of hosting last year. The St. Jakobshalle's roof will in fact be reinforced in preparation for the contest. The St. Jakobshalle can fit around 12,000 people, though they'll reduce that a bit to make room for the big Eurovision stage. It's around the same size as Malmö and Turin. Besides the main arena, there are 5 more halls that will be used for press and other Eurovision-related events. Basel's got a great transportation system too, with an international airport, Euro Airport Basel Mulhouse Freiburg, and it's just an hour away from Zurich's airport. Sitting along the Rhine River, Basel is Switzerland's third largest city after Zurich and Geneva. It's often called the cultural capital of Switzerland, boasting 40 museums including the Museum of Contemporary Art and the Kunstmuseum, which holds the world's oldest public art collection. In a sleek announcement video, Swiss producers describe Basel as a city that lives music and creativity, a city that breaks codes, and where everyone can feel safe and belong. Basel's strategic spot at Europe's crossroads makes it a perfect place to host an event that celebrates the power of music to bring people together across borders. With its mix of tradition and innovation, I really think Basel is a great match for the spirit of the Eurovision Song Contest. To be chosen as a host city, there are a few key requirements: a big financial commitment, a venue that can hold around 10,000 spectators, an international airport with lots of European connections, a solid transport system, and at least 2,000 hotel rooms. Plus, the city needs to have the right infrastructure to host the press centre, delegation bubble, Eurovision Village, Euroclub, and various side events. All of these Basel seems to fulfil really well. If we flash back nearly 14 months ago, when Malmö was chosen as the host city for Eurovision 2024, even before global events escalated, there was a noticeable lack of enthusiasm when it came to hosting. Malmö had recently hosted in 2013 and Sweden had also hosted again in 2016. Malmö had additionally only really won their bid by default, and the bidding process wasn't particularly competitive. Even before October and the events that followed, the vibes we were getting were not great, especially following Liverpool, which was about as enthusiastic a host city as you could get. Basel, on the other hand, seems to be a return to enthusiasm. There is a sense of joy in Basel today. Eurovision has been away from Switzerland since 1989, a period of 36 years. That is an even longer period than the United Kingdom had to wait from 1998 to 2023, which was the source for so much enthusiasm in Liverpool. I truly believe that the Swiss people and the people of Basel are going to make next year's contest unforgettable as Eurovision returns to its homeland. Of course, there are still likely to be after effects of the issues that surrounded Eurovision 2024. The anger of the Israeli participation is not going to go away, and the fallout of the Netherlands disqualification is still evolving. However, Basel seems like a really beautiful turning point for the contest, and with the new ESC director likely to be appointed any day now, it seems like we could be headed for a new dawn. Now, we will of course keep you updated throughout the next weeks and months as we find out more about Eurovision 2025 and the management of the contest as a whole. To stay up to date with the podcast, please follow us on Spotify, on Apple and Amazon Podcasts, or wherever else you get your podcasts. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube, leave a comment down below and give us a like. Additionally, you can now interact with us on Spotify by leaving a comment or leaving a review on Apple and Amazon Podcasts. But until the next time, thank you so very much for listening, and remember to vote for the music.
Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast, is produced by Benjamin Windibank and Tadeusz Tyszlak. The theme music was produced by Joe Telt and Benjamin Windibank, based upon a composition by Michael Nekrasov. Thank you for listening, and remember to vote for the music.